Hello again, good to be back to make another little video. This week, at the start of the week, there was verses in the Bible that was in my mind, and they're found in Psalm 133 verse 1 to 3, and it says, "Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity." And down in verse 3, and part of it says, "And as the dew that descended upon the mountain of Zion, for there the Lord commanded the blessing." That was in my heart at the start of the week, and it stayed there and didn't go away. And I knew again the weekend I would be saying something about it, yet I knew nothing of what that was going to be until last night. And God has his own way of speaking to us, and sometimes he has to wake us out of our sleep, literally, to get us in that place where he can have our attention. And this was last night, the middle of the night at some stage. I would keep a little book and a bit of paper beside my bed, and some stage in the middle of the night I awakened for no other reason than whatever. I hadn't to get up, and I didn't get up. And I took my little bit of paper and I wrote down the words Kingship, and God be given his rightful place. And I set it down and turned round and went back to sleep. Never thought anything more about it. But this morning, as I sit down here and just think of that, as I think of unity, and I think of God commanding a blessing. As we think of unity in this little country that we live in, especially at this time, no matter what age we find ourselves at, I don't think we have ever come through anything like this that we're going through now before. When I think of unity, if we take it till the level of this sickness that is about, some people believe that it's just a bad flu. Some people believe that it is a virus, and some people believe it is a pandemic. There's no unity in the country even as to what this is that's killing people. If we go to our council levels, councils are passing things and doing things that divide the unity of the people that lives in this little country. If we go to government level, there isn't the unity there, because they're wanting some people to do something and they're wanting some people to do something else. And there isn't really unity amongst the people when you see them sitting down discussing business, even for the country that we live in. Unity is scarce. If we take it down to a home level, and the homes that we live in, children war against parents and parents against children about all kinds of things, and there's no unity. And even in some people's own lives, they don't know whether they're coming or going, and if you say a word out of place, you would nearly get the head eaten off you. They're warring within their own heart and soul, because there's no peace. But unity, as God put it in my heart, if we were to agree on something, and I believe we can do, there is something out there that has brought a fear into the community and into the country and into the world, But talking about our own little country, there is that fear, and there is that is now taking place, whether we like it or not. It has stopped us going places and doing things. It has changed our lifestyle. And the mental health rate has now doubled since the first lockdown. It's having a bad effect on people's health. For some people who were due cancer treatment and didn't get it, and now have died since because of the treatment that they should have got that they didn't get, they missed out on life. Their families, and you can't blame them, they're not happy, and they're ready to scold anyone that would listen to them, and it brings an unrest into the home because of the way things are. And who really can fix it? And I believe, as I wrote down last night, God, Kingship. There's no one else that can bring a peace to the heart and soul other than God. Now, if we could be united in one thing, that we all need God. We need God back on our council level. We need God back into our schools. And we definitely need God back into our government levels in this country. That men and women that's in charge of making laws and rules, that they would ask for God's help and guidance and wisdom before they would pass such things upon other people. It's the same with this pandemic or virus or whatever you want to call it. That the people on the top of it all would be actually asking God for His wisdom when they make decisions. And it's the same when we come to our own homes, that we would be asking God to help us as parents and the homes that we live in, that we would have His wisdom to run our homes the way God would want them run. God commanded the blessing in the Mount of Zion. You can read that whole chapter yourself and see what that was all about. But these are just the verses that God had put in my heart, and I'm not going into the depth of them. But if we were united together, and I feel this in my own soul, to say to the people that listen to this little video, on Tuesday night coming, if we all agreed in unity that we need God back into our homes, our lives, our council and our government, that it's only God that can change the situation around that now we all face in that land that we live in. Why I say Tuesday night? Some people don't listen to this little video till the start of the week. And just to give everyone that chance to just get their thoughts together for Tuesday night about 8 o'clock. And I believe maybe I will put out another little video, not a live one, for I can't even work that live, but a little video of a prayer that would be asking God to do something in this day and generation that we all live in. Now, I'll not be putting out a prayer if God allows that to be for you to copy, but just to encourage you to pray in your own way to God, that He would change the land that we live in and the circumstances that we find ourselves in. Can we be in unity for that purpose? You know, we can ask God for a blessing upon our lives, our homes, our families and our country. And the more people, I believe, that gets together to do that, well then the more petitions goes up to God, and then we would leave it in His hands that He would command a blessing to fall upon us that seek Him with all of our hearts. You know, it says in the Bible, if you seek me with all of your heart you shall find me. Now, if we come before God on Tuesday night, not really caring about anything, leaving the world behind for a short period of time, leaving all our cares to the side, and just seeking God's face for His guidance in these days that we live in, for His help and for His blessing, God may answer all our prayers. For this little video, I would ask that you share it with as many people as you can, for this purpose, that there would be more people to seek God's face together in unity for this problem that's in the land that we now live in. So share this little video with all those that you can share it with. And remember, on Tuesday night, whether I put up a video or whether I don't, but around 8 o'clock, if we all met together in our own little quiet places, away from TVs, radios, and a little quiet place where you can find that your family isn't even just around you at that period of time, that you could seek God's face. Even you're not a praying person, even you don't do it on a regular basis, let this be a time when you would seek God's face, because we're all in this together. It doesn't matter who you are. As I say before, it doesn't matter whether you're a Catholic or a Protestant or anything else. We are all in this together, and we're all in the same need of God moving in the land that we live in. I just asked God now that He would bless us all, that He would prepare all our hearts for the rest of this week, and even for Tuesday night, that our hearts would be prepared by Him to seek His face for the needs in the land that we live in at this time. Share this little video, and may God bless you till we meet again in this way. Amen.